Hello guys, in the last video we will study about a little introduction of the author Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan and about a little introduction of the essay The Gandhian Outlook. Guys, in this video we will study about descriptions of the essay The Gandhian Outlook. So guys, come on the topic and let's start now. Guys, in this essay, Sarpalli Radhakrishnan calls Gandhi an essential religious man. His outlook on religions is a broad outlook which makes him a universal man. Various religion gives emphasis on some general qualities of behavior and about God and the world. If we analyze them, we shall find the basically all religions speak of some common qualities and ideals. Gandhi's greatness lies in the fact that he seriously implements these ideals in life. His greatest contributions is to make us understand that even in this world of narrow loyalties, it is possible for us to incarnate these great ideals of truth and love. As a religion man, he was essentially a universal man and internationalist. He took up the cause of India to demonstrate to the world that principles of non-violence could be applied to the whole world. He argued that political freedom could be won by non-violent methods. He wanted to show to the world that the method sanctified by history violence, deceit and running was not the only way to achieve political objective. Guys, he said that winning of freedom by non-violent methods would be a lesson to the rest of the world. So Gandhiji took up the Indian cause not out of any narrow patriotism, but because of his intense love for humanity and in order to enable humanity to adopt a different outlook with regard and in order to enable humanity to the problems which faced humanity. In that sense, he was first an internationalist and only then a nationalist. His whole attitude was one of universalism. If we have conflict with the Englishman, let us not hate the Englishman. Hate the evil, not the evil or doer. Guys, as you know that Gandhiji always says that hate the evils, not the evil doer. Gandhi's whole attitude was to understand the opponent. His attitude of love made him feel that other religions are also to be regarded as valid as his own. The belief that your religion is supreme was wrong. It is a kind of spiritual pride. His standpoint was that truth happens to be the essence of all religions. He wanted that everyone should practice this both in mind and spirit. Gandhiji wished us to love and sympathize with other people. For real human unity in this world, we must take our religions more seriously. Our primary loyalty must be to the human race. It is this sense of a common humanity that is lacking today. National loyalty must be subordinate to world citizenship. The United Nations is a symbol of this growing unity of world order. Gandhiji visualized such a world state in which rivalries among nations will have been set aside like rivalries between individuals of the same nation. If we go back to the prehistoric ages, we find that in the beginning each man considered himself supreme. There was no law which all men obeyed. Gradually, community life was evolved. Today, we will live in the rule of law. For a happier world order, we do require some control. A world organizations, a world police, a world court, a world bank, and so on. All this is practicable if there are people who can make non-violence their creed. We must seek solutions to the complex problems of the world based on non-violence. Gandhiji believed that means must be as pure as the end itself. The Gandhian outlook. The great point about Gandhiji is that he realized in practice the theoretical implications of religions that have been with us from the beginning of religions. So far as Gandhiji concerned, his greatest contributions is to make us understand that even in this world of narrow loyalties and artifices, it is possible for us to incarnate these great ideals of truth and love. He took up the cause of India to demonstrate to the world that the weapons which he was employing in this smaller compass could be extended to the whole world. If I am able to establish the validity of non-violence in India, it could well be applied to the whole world. That is not how he argued. He wanted to demonstrate to the world that the method sanctified by history, violence, deceit, and cunning, was not the only way to achieve political objectives. Guys, his whole attitude was one universalism. If we have conflict with Englishmen, let us not hate the Englishman because both Englishmen and Indians are offspring of the same divinity. If we happen to be if he wanted us to be humble and to understand and respect other religions as he himself did, if Gandhi had lived longer, he would have worked to build a world state of which the different nations are merely branches. We have seen that military might offer no solution for our disputes. Therefore, it becomes incumbent upon us to find out means by which solutions to the complex problem of the day. Thanks so much, guys.